HTML is what we are looking at. So, and when we talk about HTML, I gave you an example the last time. I hope you can hear me clearly. And
Yes,
yeah,
clearly.
yeah. So I gave you an example that HTML is just like the body of a car, while engine the engine is like the JavaScript. Yeah. So car can move, car can do a lot of stuff because of the engine. Of course, tí ò bá sí engine nínú mọ́tò, probably one can still be moving the car, maybe onto ẹ̀ or on T, but
Yeah.
it's limited in the capacity or what is limited, sort of. So why am I using this example? I'm using this example to let you know that HTML is web pages, like web. Like I said something about websites. I said something about web
Yeah.
browsers, Google Chrome, Firefox, Mozilla, there's an Edge now, Microsoft Edge. They are applications. So those applications are where we are able to search through the internet. So the internet, we are able to search through internet, view web application, check for pages. So those web pages that we are checking for, the building block of those web pages are HTML. So ẹ rí i pé it's just like another. I'm just trying to lay the foundation. Another thing is if you have like Word document now, ẹ máa rí i pé ẹ máa rí doc dàbí doc. So it shows that's a Word document. Tó bá jẹ́ PDF náà ẹ máa rí .pdf.
Yeah.
So the same thing ẹ máa rí tá bá open kíní nsìn. Let me open it with our live server now. So kí la rí nsìn? Kí la rí? A rí /html lẹ́yìn ẹ̀.
Yeah.
So okay, I want let me okay, where did I okay, mo fẹ́ lọ síbi tí fáìlì yẹn wà. Desktop. Okay, I think this is a lesson. Okay. Ṣé pé directly sef mo lè open ẹ̀ gan without going through my without using my extension, without using my VS Code editor.
Yeah.
Ṣé get now? So like if probably you finish the work, normally before that's the way we used to do it. So after I've created about to create the HTML document, you now go to that folder directory and open it the way I have opened it. Ṣé get now? But ẹ máa rí i pé all these things that you are seeing, they are parts. Ṣé ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀?
Yeah.
This is my desktop lesson. But the name of the document I'm going to open is what? Index.html. Ṣé get now? So this one is just like this one is just like a local host. Yes, thank you. Like a local host to open it. But document go to open is eventually index.html. So that's how it is. So basically it's for building web pages, and HTML determines the structure of the web page. Okay, so another example I'm going to use to describe it is when you have a house. Now, when you are building a house, so the building itself is what determines the structure of the house. You should get now. So the building itself now is like the HTML. So maybe when you paint the house, the decorations, all those ones we can refer to those ones as the CSS now. You get now. So you now have fridge. You get now. You have washing machine. You have televisions, things that you interact with.
Yes.
Ṣé mọ̀ pé somebody does not interact with paint, the painting of the house.
At all.
So you interact with your television, you want this, it gives you this, you change channel, you have your fridge, you have so those functionalities that you're interacting with, they are more like JavaScript. But the house can stand alone without those interactions. I don't know if
Sure.
you get the logic. So that's how it is. So ẹ rí i pé embedded inside the structure is the painting, is the television, is the refrigerator, is the washing machine.
Yeah.
So that's just the logic, that's just the logic behind it. So basic, most important thing what HTML and does is to determine the structure of the web page. One. Second thing is your building the web pages has to be done using HTML. So that's why I call it a markup language for building web pages, for web pages. That is what HTML is. So get now, it is not a programming language. So it is important to know that distinction. It's just the markup language for building the web page. It's just like what you use to write text on a document on a web page.
Okay.
So that is what HTML is. It doesn't have any other functionality apart from that. Okay, so having laid that foundation, so when we have an HTML, like let's go to what we have here now. So I'm just going to clean this up and we start from. I hope you get explanation, Mr. Show clear.
Very clear.
Okay, all right, sir. Thank you, sir. So when we have an HTML page like this, we talk about documents. Okay, so the first thing is I'm just going to write HTML. So so the first thing is whatever name you are calling it. Okay, we are going to do some project, structure of folders, how to structure folders, how to work. We are going to do that. So, but the first thing when you come on a page like this, whatever name you are calling it, make sure it ends with what? .html.
Yeah.
Tó bá jẹ́ JavaScript náà, .javascript, .css. So these are the building block HTML. So what you are seeing here, they are tags. HTML tags. So we have, this one is not complete. We have the opening tags and the closing tags, and they have to be written like this. You have your angle brackets. Opening tag has 2 angle brackets, but closing tag now, there has to be slash before the letters. So this is just the format.
Okay.
You understand? So this is just like, this is a way you do things. So because you are writing things that will be displayed on the web page. So you cannot just write any text and expect it to display. It has a way you have to write it. There's a how to go about it. So this is what we are going to, this is how it is being done. Okay, so basically, so the first thing that matters on the page, I will still go into more. There's something I need to include, but I deliberately did not include it. So this is how it is. So the first thing that on your HTML page, every HTML page that you will find, ó gbọ́dọ̀ ní HTML, open and closing tag. Ṣé get now? So tó bá ní open and tó bá ti ní yẹn tán, inside it ẹ máa ní head.
Okay.
Ẹ máa ní head. Iṣẹ́ head yìí ni pé when you have a web page, there could be some informations that should be in you want. This one contain meta informations. We call it metadata informations about your page. And this is very important because for search engine optimization, maybe you give descriptions of your website, you give some other details that helps the search engine optimization of that page. Maybe when people search for it online to quickly show. So, and then if you have some important links, which you are going to see in the course of our study, in the course of our interaction. So this is where you put it. It will be in the head tag, in between the head tag.
Yeah.
Ṣé rí pé whatever thing I'm opening now is in between the tags.
Yeah, sure.
So the tag has to be defined. So here, another thing that we also put here is title. So
Okay.
this is title. Okay, so this title is what defines the title of our head, the title of our page. Let's say uh, first project. So tí máa open ẹ̀ báyìí, nǹkan tó máa wà ní title yẹn náà nìyẹn. Ṣé rí nǹkan tó wà lókè báyìí, first project.
Yeah.
So this is what determines the title. So tí máa ní kẹ́ fún nǹkan title, this is also, here is where you put the title.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's say, let me create CSS link. So, okay, let's create a file. Let's call it style.css. So, page yìí, ṣé o pé mo ti create ẹ̀, mo gbọ́dọ̀ link ẹ̀ wá sí page yìí kó tó anything kó tó show. So,
Okay.
tí máa link ẹ̀, ibi náà mo ti máa link ẹ̀. We call it, there's an extension that, so we call it link. So any link that you'll be needing on this page, it will be in the head section.
Yeah.
Shall get now? Anything that you need, it will be in between the what? Head section. So maybe I felt low font ni, all those stuffs, it will be in between the head section. So the last but not the least is the body. So we have the body. So this body is where you put the content of your page. In between the body is where you have the tags that will show your page.
Okay.
Do you get now? So we have different tags that we are going to be working with. We have the text, we have a lot of tags, input tags and all of that. So which we are going to be looking at briefly. So but everything will be in between the body. So let's take for instance now, for the heading tags now, we have 6 heading tags. So the difference between all of them is their font size, like Porsche Tobisi. That's the difference between them. So let's say H1 now. So let's say hello world. So if you check our web page now, what are we seeing? Hello world.
Okay.
Ṣé get now? So níbo ló wà? So tí máa gbé tag yìí báyìí, tí máa gbé lọ síbi under body yìí, it's not supposed to show, but that's not where it's supposed to be. Ṣé get now? It's not supposed to be here. So it is wrong. It's not done. Ṣé get now? So but the basic thing is, any content that you want people to see in your body, you should, in the contents of the web page, it should be in between the body. So that's how it works. Okay, so this is the basic structure of a web page. Now, we have different versions of HTML. So, ẹ máa rí pé, ẹ máa rí nǹkan tó máa kọ ní, I need can you give me like 1 minute, 2 minutes, sir?
Okay.
Yeah. Ibi tí mo wà yóò ń ṣe, I'm like inside another place.
Okay. Go on.
Yeah, so I want to, let me charge this laptop. I'm like in our, be flat in the tower, so be parallel more. If I was inside my room, yes. So I think the network is far better here. Hello, sir. Are you there? Hello.
I'll be back.
Okay. Sorry, just sorry for that. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So most times on every page, Emery doc type E in capital letter, doc type HTML. So this one is just to signify, like I said, there are many versions. This is just to signify that this is HTML5. So I think they are trying to upgrade to HTML. I think they are working on HTML6 already. So yeah, there's a lot of changes to HTML now. So they are working on HTML6. So this is what this is just the that's just the essence of that tag. Okay, so now so that is all about the structure of HTML. This is the structure of your web page. Every web page you are going to build, this is the structure of how it's going to be. So again, now this is just like the layout. It cannot. These are all. This is all. These elements must be present. So anything you are doing that all these things are not present means it is there's an error somewhere. So again, so we have many shortcuts, like something that can generate something for you. So for instance, I think if I do command, okay, if I write doc like this and I tap, yes, okay, this one does not even include, there's another one that, this is, I think shift, can you see this?
Yes.
Ṣé ẹ rí nǹkan tí mo tẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exclamation mark.
Exclamation, so tẹ bá tẹ enter, ṣé ẹ rí nǹkan tó máa gbé wá fún mi?
Yeah.
Ṣé get now? So all these ones are just additional, all these ones meta are just additional information about the pages. Ṣé get now? So ẹ máa rí i pé ó ní title náà, so document náà ní title, so you will change the title. Ẹ rí i pé the same format of what I've laid here is what we have here. This one is language, ng.
Yeah.
So that's that. So it's the same thing. So everything follows the same flow. So having said all this, so we move to defining the elements on the pages. So now, like I said, the way we work on the web pages using HTML, whatever you are doing has to be defined in a tag. Shall get now. So it is very important that we don't just write something like this. This is wrong. Okay? Yes, it shows, but it's wrong.
Okay.
You don't do anything. This is, as far as this thing is wrong. Okay, so what do you do? And I will explain why that is wrong when we get to do CSS, because whatever is laying fallow here, you can't do anything on it. You get now? It's just like, it's not the tags creates like an ownership for your content,
Okay.
because tag here tá bá fẹ́ add CSS mọ́, tag yẹn la máa lò.
Okay.
Tá bá fẹ́ add JavaScript mọ́, tag yẹn la máa lò. Tag yẹn, that tag ló create like an identity for your content. So let's say we want to create, so we have many different tests, test tags. Let's call it this way. So example, we have heading tags. So let me just put an example here, e.g. different heading tags and paragraphs, and what else? We have a lot of them. Superscripts.
Subscript, subscript, or
Yes.
okay, yeah.
Yes, subscript, yes, okay. So that's that. So now for the paragraph now, it has to each one. Okay, Chetika, okay, mo fún yín ní HTML kíní kan tí mo ní kẹ́ka náà.
Yes, okay.
Oh, okay.
H1 to H6.
Yes, okay. So I'll just do this one. Heading, so that since it's my heading, so 1. So the difference is in the font size. But to BC, that's
Okay.
different. Okay, so we have p tag too. So p tag, paragraph, hello world. Okay. So developers, so get now. So
Now, my own question is this:
thank you.
What's the difference between the P tag and the H1 tag?
Okay.
Where do we use the P1 tag? Let me put it that way.
Okay, fine. So the use cases where you use HTML tags are where you have headings.
Okay.
So get now. So let's take for instance. Okay, you see what we have here now.
Yeah.
So let's try and build this too. So definitely now, without even building, this this HTML now. This page down that I've said is HTML.
Okay.
So maybe you can even probably, maybe we can give this one maybe a day can build in Compile Jade. This is HTML, a bit of CSS. HTML and CSS we achieve this basically. So ṣe lè ń sìn báyìí W3 School Online tí custom wà lórí ẹ̀yìn.
Yeah.
Definitely this is P lẹ́ẹ̀ lò, H tag lẹ́ẹ̀ lò.
Okay.
H tag is for headings. Ṣe these are headings.
Yeah.
That's why you have the heading tags. So probably you can use H2 or H1. And my test is about this one now. And it okay, a bit small.
Yeah.
So you can use probably H5 or H4. This one now, this one you are seeing now. All these ones that are content, P tag lemalo.
Okay.
Ṣẹ́gẹ́ now, so ẹ máa lo P tag because ẹ máa rí pé H1 by its will I say by its functionality now, ó wà bolder.
Sure.
But P tag ó wà lighter. So let me just generate some stuff here. Let me write a lot of words. Yeah. Lorem 40. Ṣe rí bó ṣe rí nsìn.
Okay.
Obviously now, ṣe rí nǹkan tó téèyàn máa fi ṣe ń sìn. Ṣe get nsìn báyìí. So this is for test. Ṣe rí pé headings ẹ máa lo àwọn heading tags. Yeah. So that's how it works. And then nǹkan tó ṣe ń bí I want to I'm coming, sir. Just give me a check. Journal, HTML, something I want to follow. Okay, so the hours that Petra láti ṣe book I want to follow so that I'll be able to meet up on everything to ẹ̀ka ṣe lẹ́nu.
Okay.
Job. Okay, so let's coming back to this side now. Ẹ rí i pé irú eléyìí ń sìn lẹ́tà ẹ̀ tọ́kọ ẹ̀ ń sìn. This one now, they made this one bold. So
Yeah.
let's try and do that now. So we can even put it in P tag. P tag. So P tag, and then this one is so we have let me just copy it. Copy. An advantage monitor here.
Yeah.
So mo ti copy bẹ́ẹ̀ tá a bá wo lórí web ṣe rí i pé eléyìí ò yàtọ̀.
Yeah.
So how will I make this one bold? So there's a B tag. Ṣé ẹ get báyìí? B bold. So ṣe rí i pé ó wà nínú P tag.
P tag. Yeah.
Yes. Ṣe rí i pé ó ti bold bẹ́ẹ̀.
Okay.
Ṣé ẹ get now? So I hope that is clear.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is.
But a quick question.
Okay. All right, sir.
Now this bold now.
Yeah.
Can you use the CSS script to make it bold?
Yes.
Okay, because when I was it was like all these things on all these documents can now be used with CSS.
Yes.
Bolding,
Yes.
font color, font size.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
You can use CSS. That's why I said that now, okay, I will try and get to the CSS part today. Hopefully, Bitabadele ni. Shall get now. So I will try and get to the CSS part, because what we can do with this is a bit limited.
Okay.
Shall get now. So because let me see. Okay, Tabanika won't see by. And the color ego is not black. It's like a gray color. So we can't do anything with color without CSS here. So now, if it's going to be CSS, let me just do a little example. So if it's going to be CSS now, I'm actually láti wrap it. So that word, we need a wrapper. Let me do something here now. So I'll use span. So I can do style. I'll just write inline style now. Before I start writing, let's check. Nothing now. So I just want to do inline style. So we can make it the font size to be okay. Font width to be okay 800 and 900. Sherry sir, what do you see now? Shall I put it bold?
Yeah.
I'm using CSS now.
Okay.
Can you see now?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go now. Using font width, it has shown now.
Yeah.
So I can even include a color. Say color is red. Check where the color is red now.
Yeah.
So CSS brings some additional functionality to it.
Okay.
You can do
But now this span, what's the function of the span?
Span. Yes.
Yeah.
The span is a tag too. Shall get now. So when we work, this one, the span is a tag, HTML tag. They are like a container.
Okay.
So now, Sherry Bashi call
isolate the W3 schools.
eh?
The span is meant to isolate the W3 schools.
Yes. Because You are very correct with that. You are very correct. Uh, you are very correct, but I want to give a more broader explanation. Now, ṣé báyìí kọ́ṣẹ́ ẹ̀ sìn
Yeah.
in a well structured, like look at this page now, ẹ wo page yìí sìn. Ṣé bó wà well organized?
Yeah.
Ṣé get now? Tẹ́ bá fẹ́ build eléyìí sìn, a máa ní container. You know, in when we're working with JavaScript, to the variable has been a container. So a máa ní container. Ṣé get now? Container means pé nǹkan tó bá ti relate together kó group ẹ̀ sójú kan.
Okay.
It's just like in your house now. Anything related to shoes, you pack it somewhere. You have a kitchen. So your kitchen is meant to take care of anything related to food, those side of things. You have your living room, you have your bedroom, you have your closet. Ṣé get now? So
Yeah.
those things, when you're working on the web page too, you have to organize things properly. You have to group things well. So what helps us to be able to achieve that grouping is div. Ṣé get now? There's a tag called div tag. Ṣé get div? Yes. So let's go to our work now. Ṣé rí nsìn? Ṣé gbogbo nǹkan tí mo ti ṣe síbí nsìn báyìí? So ó yẹ kó wà nínú div ni. Báyìí lọ ṣe ń kọ div. Ṣé rí báyìí div?
Yeah.
Ṣé rí bẹ́ẹ̀?
You. Okay.
So inú div tó wà, it means pé mo ti kó gbogbo ẹ̀. I've put everything inside they are all inside that container div. So irú eléyìí nsìn báyìí tí máa kọ style sí nsìn. Máa ní
Perfect.
yes, tí máa ní color is blue. Ṣé rí bẹ́ẹ̀ pé ó ti affect gbogbo ẹ̀?
Okay.
The reason tí ó ṣe affect red ni pé wọ́n pè
Ti lọ specify nísàlẹ̀.
the reason tí ó ṣe affect ni pé wọ́n pè kíní kan ní hierarchy.
Okay.
A máa débẹ̀. Hierarchy eléyìí torí pé mo ti define ẹ̀ inside of it, ó wà stronger so kò lè override ẹ̀.
Okay.
Ṣé get now? But tí máa kó override ẹ̀, mo máa ní láti yọ span kúrò ńbẹ̀, ó máa override ẹ̀. Ṣé get ẹ̀ báyìí? So mo dẹ̀ lè fún ní border níbí. A lè fún ní border. So but ẹ má jẹ́ ká máa wọ CSS. Ẹ jẹ́ ká parí ẹ jẹ́ ká parí HTML yìí.
Okay.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká parí HTML so that kò ń ṣe pé a máa parí ẹ̀ náà, but màá fún yín ní, I'll just give you enough. Ṣé get now? The basic thing is you understand the general concept behind understand the concept. Ṣé get now?
Yeah.
So once you understand the concept, no matter anything tó bá ní kẹ́ ṣe, ẹ máa figure it out. Ṣé get now? Okay. So are we still together? Ṣé ẹ understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. So ẹ jẹ́ ká yọ. So div yẹn ó jẹ́ bí container. Tí máa ń ṣàwọn pass iṣẹ́ mi fún ẹ máa rí pé mo máa ní div tó máa jẹ́ wrapper. Ṣé get now? So maybe you are working on a project. Where is our stuff now? So like this place now. Gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣe síbí báyìí. Learn HTML. Eléyìí. Gbogbo bí báyìí. Ẹ lè kó wọn sínú div kan.
Okay.
The essence ẹ ṣe máa kó wọn sínú div ni pé kó má bàa dàpọ̀ mọ́ra. It's like a separation of concern.
Okay.
It's for organizations.
So can you have more than one div?
On your web page you can have thousands of div.
Okay.
Ṣé get? Ẹ má worry. Tàbí when we are building a project, ẹ máa rí mo ṣe ń lo div.
Okay.
So when you see me build 2, 3, 4, 5 projects, you now know how to use it. Ṣé get now? So that is that. So ṣẹwárí span is just like àbúrò div ni.
Okay.
So because when you are working with tags, you can see that these heading tags, anything you are writing beside it kò kí ń wá sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. Ṣebí can you see that this HTML tag, there are still spaces beside here now. So why can't this one come beside it? So that means there's something responsible for that now. So let me just show you something right now. So let's go. So permit me to put some so CSS. There are 3 ways of including CSS on your web page. Are you still with me?
Yes.
The first one is, this is what is called inline CSS. Inline. When you are writing it directly inside the HTML tag, is inline CSS. So another one is, you can put your CSS here in your head tag. So let's say you have your head tag like this. You call it styles. Style. This is not recommended though, but for the sake of learning, you get now.
Yeah.
But the proper way is to have a file. I might create a separate file. Then I might cause it, which I'm going to show you. So let me.
Just like JavaScript.
Yes, just like JavaScript. So that I might need file HTML lotto, file JavaScript lotto, file CSS lotto. So that is how it should be on a standard project, because when you are building a project, those projects are very large. You get now. So we can't be Mama Dankorumora. Well, by the time you're having a code that is over 1,000 lines of code, 500 lines of code, you get now. So, and you are writing everything together, it will be clumsy. It will be a bit difficult to find what you need and all of that. So that is the essence. Separating. All right. So now, heading kilo bá wa débi tá à ń lọ ni pé we have a div, we have a span. I'm trying to give you the difference between div and span. Yeah, so span is just like a junior brother to div. So now let me show you something. So I'm going to target this H1. H1, this is how we write our CSS. CSS always has properties and values. And they are selector. So I'm selecting H1. You select the tag. So the property I want to define here is the property of the CSS. You get to know this more. So the properties I want to define is border. I want you to have a border. Okay, so you are going to have border width. Border width. So let's call it 2 pixels. Okay. So we are going to have border color. Mo fẹ́ ní kíkí ní border ni mo nǹkan ní fẹ́ ṣe. Border color. Ká fi ṣe red. The border style. Ẹ máa mọ kíní àwọn kíní yọ̀lẹ̀. Border style. We want it to be solid. Ṣé gẹ́gẹ́ tí mo ṣe ń sìn? So ẹ jẹ́ ká check. Kí lẹ rí ẹ̀?
Okay, on heading 1.
Kí lẹ rí, kí ni? Ṣé àpé when people are building houses, all those bricklayers, when they are digging the foundations, they always use something like peg.
Yeah.
So what they do with that peg is that, let's say they want to make a long building, like a fence or like a block of code. They will find a rope and attach it to one of the end of one peg. So the essence of that is to just like, so that my guide one to be able to follow again something.
Yeah.
To make sure that what they are building is straight.
Okay.
So most times, tẹ́ bá ń ṣiṣẹ́, ẹ máa lo these 3 properties. Ṣé get now? Láti máa lè align. The essence is to align your content on your web page. Ṣé get now? So, but shortcut ẹ lè lò. Instead of writing this property, let's say border, I might define the first one, 2 pixels, and the second one, any solid, or any red gun, and any red solid. Shall I get now?
Yeah.
So, oh. Okay, let me just take it off. Okay, instead of using red, let me use brown. Shall I put it change there?
Yeah.
Okay, so those 3 lines of code, this is shortcut. Shortcut lele. Shall I get now? So, but I'm not. So, let me again fix it B. It's not coming over. Okay. So now, why am I showing you all these things? So why do you want extra space, Billy? We have other elements talking by extra space that only accommodate other other tag beside them. So let me give you an example, like the span now. So let's come down now. Let's say span. Here is span, Abi? Let's say hello start tire. I get now. Here low and silencing.
Yes.
Okay. So tí máa lọ sí another span. Hello Femi. Ó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́.
Oh, okay.
So, like, why? Again, got him. So what I'm trying to say there is, can you write it down for me? Maybe you write it down for me. Sorry. So what I'm trying to say is that not all tags takes the full width.
Okay.
So that is an explanation I was going to give you. We have these 2 tags. We have block elements, and block elements, inline elements.
Okay.
Shall I get now? So the difference between a block element is a block element takes the full width.
Okay.
An inline element does not take the full width. An inline element takes the width. An inline element takes the width of the element.
Okay.
Shall I get now? Ẹ rí pé hello Mr. Taye now kò ju eléyìí lọ.
Yes.
But ṣe rí pé eléyìí báyìí block element ni ó take gbogbo width page yẹn.
Yeah.
Yes. Ṣé get now? So that's different. So tí máa gbé border ẹ̀ wá ń sìn, tí máa lọ sí span yìí, ẹ jẹ́ ká change eléyìí sí span. Ṣé rí width tó take báyìí? Ṣé rí bẹ́ẹ̀? Okay, another element tó jẹ́ inline element is image. Bí a fẹ́ gbé image sórí page yìí, ẹ jẹ́ ká wá image kan lọ. No vex o. Na because inside the network is very poor inside. I don't know why. The whole thing was just dragging. So, let's say you want to display image. Ṣé rí tag tí mo lò? Image ni mo lò.
Yeah, okay, IMG.
IMG. Kò ní closing tag, just one tag ni. Kò ń ṣe gba àwọn tag yẹn ló ní closing tag.
Okay.
Some of them they only have one opening tag. This one only has opening tag. Are you with me, sir?
Yeah.
So this SRC is talking about the source. So
Okay.
I've copied an image inside my folder. Which is this?
Yes.
So normally, a lè gbé sínú folder. Ṣé o gbé ìgbà mìíràn jẹ́ pé ẹ máa ní more than ẹ máa ní yes. Should be outside now. Okay. So mo ti gbé sínú so mo copy image yẹn sínú asset. Ṣẹ́yìn nǹkan tí mo ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. So mo fẹ́ wá reference ẹ̀ báyìí. So báwo la ṣe máa reference ẹ̀? A máa kọ asset slash image. Ṣé rí bẹ́ẹ̀? Tí ò bá wà nínú folder, ó tiẹ̀ máa jẹ́. I think I can just reference it like that sef. If it's not, let me bring it out. So I don't think I need to use. Okay, slash Femi. So that is not when it's not inside the folder. So
Yeah.
can we see now? Kí lẹ notice? Ẹ rí i pé ó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ àwọn span mi.
Okay. Okay.
Kò tẹ́wọ̀n pé kò take full width.
Yeah.
Ṣẹ́gẹ́ nìsín. So tí máa tún mú another tag, tí máa tún duplicate ẹ̀, let's say pé mo duplicate ẹ̀. Ṣé rí bẹ́ẹ̀?
Okay.
Ṣé rí pé they are inline elements. Ṣé nǹkan tí mo ṣe yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀? Ṣé rí nǹkan tí mo explain is very very important o, extremely very important. So ẹ ní láti take note dáadáa.
Okay.
Ẹ take note inline element and block level element. So ẹ ní láti really take note. So ẹ rí pé tẹ́ bá lo paragraph tag kò ní gbà fún yín.
Okay.
Okay, let me give you an example now. So I think one of the assignments ẹ máa ṣe ni pé apart from the ones we've listed out, ẹ máa try láti find maybe if you can make it 10 block level elements, 10 inline elements. You get now? Tẹ́ máa list jáde. So
10 what?
10
Inline element.
yes, and 10 block level elements. 10 block elements, yes. Inline element and block elements, 10 each. So this is paragraph now. Let's come down. Ẹ wo paragraph nísìn. Tí máa ní hello images. Àbí? Ẹ máa wo ibi tó máa wà. Ṣé pé ó wà nísàlẹ̀?
Okay.
Tí máa tún lọ sí ìsàlẹ̀ nísìn. Tí máa sọ hello Fẹ́mi. Manuel. Ṣé pé ó tún wà nísàlẹ̀?
Okay.
Why is block level element? It takes the full width of the web page. So you get now. But when we get to CSS,
Span is not.
yes, but span is not. Like span. Was span, yes. So when we get to CSS, ẹ máa rí bí pé a lè change wọn, a lè convert wọn. So a lè sọ block level element da inline element. Ṣé get now? But yẹn tó bá da CSS, máa dán yẹn wò. Ṣé àwọn nǹkan tí mo explain ṣó wà clear sir?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So the next thing you want to do now is, so that is that on this. Again, comment the layout. So other text elements, I need italic now. Yeah, italic. Where is itself? So another thing tó yẹ kí n sọ ni pé ẹ rí i pé ẹ lè nest the tag inside another. Àbí?
Okay.
Ẹ rí i pé inside the p tag we have another tag.
Yes.
So that means a block level, a block element, ẹ lè mú inline element sínú ẹ̀. It's just like when you have a container that contains another container.
Okay.
It's like when you stack a cup. You get that? So the essence of doing that most times is because maybe illustration ta níbí a fẹ́ change, we want to make this one bold.
Yes.
So kò sí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe fẹ́ make eléyìí bold tẹ́ ẹ bá ti next ẹ̀ sínú another element like a span or bold B.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
if you apply directly to the p tag, it will affect everything. So the only way we can work on that thing not to affect everything is to isolate it like this. So and then we are going to see much more examples. Okay. So and then we have BR tags too. Like if you lay in by break. So we have a break line. Irú àwọn fọ́tò yìí sí bá a lè lọ bí ìyẹn náà self closing tag náà ni BR. So ẹ kó ti gbé méje wá sísàlẹ̀.
Okay.
Ṣe pé the point ni pé gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tí CSS ṣe náà ń ṣe ó ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe lè fi sí HTML ṣe.
Okay.
Ṣe get now? So but
Yeah.
the point is CSS ṣáà ó add more functionality náà ni. Styling, color, beautification and all of that náà ni what?
Yeah.
Ṣe get now? So nǹkan tí mo ṣe ẹ̀ sì mo lè fi CSS ṣe.
Okay.
So that's why any dynamics bá yẹn ṣiṣẹ́ sìn tá bá ń ṣe complex project ibi tí mo ti lo break ẹ̀yin lè lọ fi CSS ṣe.
Okay.
So that's why mo sọ pé everybody bá kọ code kò lè jọra kò lè jẹ́ the same thing.
Okay.
Ṣe get now? Kò ń ṣe pé everybody máa kọ code rádaràda náà but there's a way it is expected. It's just like tẹ́ bá sọ pé everybody kọ essay. Of course everybody will not write the same thing.
Sure.
So okay, write essay about your background. Even if the teacher gives like a template, this is how you should follow. So but nǹkan táwọn èèyàn máa kọ maybe bí ibi téèyàn kan kọ 4 lines ẹ̀yìn kan lè kọ 2 lines so there'll be check it now little difference based on personality, based on individual the way bẹ́lòmíì ṣe máa lo ọ̀rọ̀ ó máa yàtọ̀. So and eventually tí teacher náà bá máa grade ẹ̀ ó máa look this person the sentences are correct and all of that grammar all of that. So ó ṣe so bó ṣe rí nìyẹn so pé this person is a senior developer is a principal they have experience they know how to structure things very well. So that's just it's the experience that differs in developers. She gets now.
Yeah.
So that is that. So and then we have H1 too. We have horizontal line like this. So this one just creates horizontal line. This line.
That's HR.
Yes, HR. Yeah, just creates HR. So I think I have queen or something. So I still want to. Okay, I think we have sub too. Kind of trying to remember this. So all these ones, there are some things that you may not always work with.
Okay.
But àwọn div, àwọn span, àwọn p tag, àwọn h, image, those ones you cannot do without using them. So I sub here, what have you sub here nsìn tàbí? Hello world, yeah, on lele.
Okay.
Sub. Let me use it inside H1. Okay. So sub is below it, but the fact that I'm using it inside H1 makes it bold. Are you there, sir?
Yeah, more I'm by.
Okay. So the fact that I'm using it inside H1 makes
Okay.
it bold.
Okay.
So that is that, and trying to okay. So HTML, like a keep a list. So HTML pages now are text documents. So text HTML pages are text documents. So and the, the text document now are the HTML tags that you use. Okay. So HTML uses tags. So those are the format way of putting out the text on the web pages. So we don't just put text on the pages like that. No, it has to be inside the tags. That's very important. So then tags are often referred to as elements. So in Kotimonkai, I will send it to you. Then tags usually comes in pairs. So like we said, we have opening tags and closing tags. So there are exceptions, like the image tag. It doesn't have a closing tag. Image.
Yeah.
And then we have what? The break. Break to the BR, the HR, horizontal line, the break, they don't have closing tags. So then I've not spoken about attributes. Yes,
Okay.
yeah, so thank God I'm going through this now. So you discover that each of these opening tags,
Yeah.
like, okay, this is an example of an attribute now. This SRC.
Okay.
So an attribute gives additional information to that tags.
Okay.
So that is what an attribute does. So it gives an additional information. It could be an additional functionality. So when I wrote a style here, this one is an attribute.
Okay.
You get now. By the time we go to CSS now, if we want a particular style to apply to an element, we are going to give it a name.
Okay.
You get now. So in a nutshell, an attribute gives an additional information. And you might discover an attribute has what? Has a name and has a value. Dabi, this one is style. This is a value. Like
Yeah.
this one too, source. This is a value.
Yes.
You get now. So those are some of the things you see. So when I was talking about alternative, here you can see image of Femi. So maybe for screen readers now, or
Okay.
maybe the network is not good. What we load will be those texts, which will be what? This one that we load. Again, what you say?
Yeah.
So this authority is what we load to show, okay, well, that is it's an image of this, like a description of the image. So that's how it is. Okay, so
Okay.
I want to see if there are more tags, but basically the heading tags H1 to H1 to H6, those are the ones you'll be working with most of the time, majority of the time. And then uh, we looked at break. Okay,
Break HR.
breaking channels. So the other ones I'm seeing here are not. You don't really use it as much. So, but
Okay.
I will share this book with you. so that you are aware of them. So now the next one we are going to go into now is list.
Is what?
List. So let me
Okay.
just write H1 lists. So okay, so all right. So when you want to define a list, there are two ways of going about it. Ṣé mo pa ní bullet, a ní number tá lè lò,
Yeah.
the same thing náà ni. So let me write, I want to do some write up here. We have ordered list. From the orúkọ ẹ ti máa rí pé order that's OL now, right?
Yeah.
Unordered list, which is your UL. You get, sir?
Okay.
So let's say I want to make a list of shopping items. So
Okay.
tó bá jẹ́ order list, the first time I'll kọ́kọ́ ṣe ní OL. Ṣé ti pé OL yẹn sì? So list items now. So the next one will be what? List items. So it's going to be what? LI. Ṣé ti bẹ́ẹ̀? So let's say we fẹ́ get milk,
Okay.
sugar.
Now, sorry, this H1 now, list of shopping items. Now, is it compulsory, this OL that you opened?
No, this one is not compulsory. Èmi tí ẹ fi fún ní heading.
Okay.
I did that to give you like nǹkan tá fẹ́ ṣe is list.
Okay, just for clarity.
Yes, just for clarity that okay, we are moving to list now.
Okay.
It's not compulsory that it should be there.
Okay.
Ṣé get now? So tá bá lọ wọ́n sìn, kí lẹ rí ń sìn? Oh, milk. I rí 1, 2. It's just showing that this is how to list items in the web together to achieve that. Like if you are type,
The figure is the 1 to number rather.
yes, so gbé figure sí yes, òun ló máa ṣe fara ẹ̀. Ṣé get now? So it is very important because tá bá ń ṣe another list ń sí tá bá lo bullet, ẹ máa rí application ẹ̀ mọ́. So let's say we want sweets. Ṣé get now? So
Okay, but now this, but if we want it to be arranged serially in numbers, Lamalo OL, ordered list.
yes, from the name.
Okay, but the UL is unordered.
Yes, unordered. So let's say we want an unordered now. The kind of list ẹ bá fẹ́ ṣe lè máa determine external wrapper. So unordered now is unordered, so OL. So let me copy everything here. Sharing sìn báyìí. Milk, sugar, sweet. Ṣé get difference ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀? So most times there will be times you have to work this way. So and you can have a nested list. So how do you have a nested list? Okay, so I'm going to do a nested list now. UL. Okay, so tomatoes, pepper, onion, Maggi. So ṣe rí nǹkan tá a rí ń sìn. So táago máa parí mo tún lọ sàlẹ̀ máa ní okay gàrí fruits. Ṣe rí nǹkan tí mo ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ sà. I hope you can see my screen clearly.
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, so this is nested.
Third ones, yeah.
Nested. So what have I done? If you want to have a nested list, what you will do is to define your UL again.
Ooh, okay.
Shall get now. I'm defining it again. See.
Another list.
Yes. Yes. So if I come here and say OL,
to see the nested or to be okay.
1, it's not giving me numbers now.
Yeah.
So these ones are very, very important. Okay, I hope it's clear.
Okay, so
Okay, so the next thing we move to into links. How to link one page to another. Shall get now. There are times that you are working, page page. So first the máa kọ́ ṣe ni pé let's create another HTML page. Abi? So let's call it main.html. Shall get now.
okay.
So mo fẹ́ link wá sí page yìí. So how do we do it? Are you still with me?
Yeah, sure.
So to create that link, à ń pè kíní kan ní anchor tag like this. Sorry. Yes, anchor tag.
Okay.
So anchor tag yìí is represented with A.
Okay.
So tí máa tab báyìí, ẹ rí href.
Yeah.
Inside that href, mo máa kọ link ibi tí mo fẹ́ jẹ́ kó link sí.
Okay.
So inside there, lè máa fún ní nǹkan tẹ́ ń wá. So let's say main page. Main page la pè bẹ́ẹ̀ now. Main page.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me go to that page. Let me do welcome to main page. Ṣé rí bẹ́ẹ̀? So a máa fi ibi lè máa fi link yẹn sínú ẹ̀.
Okay.
So slash main page.
Page.
So
Page, yeah.
yes, ṣé rí pé ó ti gbé, ṣé rí pé tẹ́ bá wo nǹkan tá à ń design lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yẹn. Ṣé pé these ones are links. And,
Yeah.
and I'm going to do that very shortly. So tá bá lọ sí page yẹn sí, these are page. Ṣé rí main page tó wà nísàlẹ̀ yìí?
Yes.
If I click on it, ṣé ibi tó gbé mi lọ?
Ooh. Okay.
So let's say lórí main page yẹn náà, tá bá lọ síbẹ̀, ká lọ fi link sí. Oh, not link, anchor tag, sorry, anchor tag A. So let's say slash index back.
On the back.
Back any text tí mo wá kó display.
Okay.
Anything tẹ́ bá láyè lè fi sí. So what happen? Ṣé rí pé ó ti kọ back sí nísìn.
Okay.
Èmi ní pé kó padà sí page yìí lèmi ń sọ fún.
Okay.
So tẹ́ bá click lórí ilé báyìí, ó ti gbé mi lọ sí main page.
Yeah.
Tí máa ní back, ó gbé mi padà wá síbẹ̀. ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ sà, ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sí YouTube, ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sí YouTube. No. All right, so I'm coming here.
Linking unicorn, that's my problem.
Okay, why do you say it's a problem? What's
I didn't get it very well.
okay? Mama, come back. I'ma explain. So, it's anchor tag. A link is to link to other pages on the web. That is it. Most times, maybe you go on a website, there always be need to go to other pages on the website. It's just like link are like sit like a door in a house. What does a door do? It gives entrance to another part of the room.
Okay.
I cannot access your place without going through the door.
Okay.
So that is what links are. So links are like a connector. So you are on a web page, you are seeing a link to connect. But later, Taba design page is that means all these ones are going to be links.
Yeah.
So all these ones, they are links. This search, these ones are links. Anchor tag, lolo.
Okay.
So they are links. Say, okay, if you click, it will take you to that respective page. Shall get now? So like this one now. Okay, so let's link to this page now. Okay, let's call it let's call it W3 school. The only thing is pé àwọn lè fi headings. Let's this. So eléyìí tó kọ main page is just the title to lead people.
Yeah.
That's just it. Title. So W3 school. Check pé mo ti copy ẹ̀ ń sìn. So let's check our web page. Clearing W3 school web tutorial. I can decide to put any name there. Èyí ló máa determine ṣe get now. Mo lè fi W3 school sí. So in between it is going to be the text. This href is a link. Where do you want it?
Okay.
So that's the functionality of that one. Check with W3 school sim. So if I click on it, it's taking me, I'm on their site now.
Yeah.
So that's the work. So that means tẹ́ bá build ìpínlẹ̀ fún láti America ṣiṣẹ́ ń sìn pé kẹ́ connect sí page yìí. All you need to do is to get the URL and include it on your page. That's all. I don't know if this is clear, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's all. So get the URL. Get the URL link and connect to the page. So I want to connect to YouTube now. So I copy it. Duplicate this. Paste it here. So instead of saying YouTube, YouTube connector. Yeah. So this is just the link. Ṣé pé mo ti ń connect the external website now.
Yeah.
Now it's just like I live inside an estate now. There's a door. within my flat to
Yeah.
access my room. There's a front door. We are living in a very big story building here. You get that? There are many flats. So all of us have an entrance door that everybody has to go through.
Yeah.
We also have a gate that connects the outside world to the road. So everything, like all these ones say, she ain't seen by. This one is just connecting to another website, another page. Ṣé pé mo lo HTTP? Dabi?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if I'm connecting to a page on my own folder, this is just like the door inside my own house. I don't have to be writing HTTP because it's in my folder, it's me that created, it's within my document.
Okay.
So like the one that ṣe ń ṣe ẹ rí pé this one is just /main.html.
Yeah.
I don't have to put www. These are just the links. Like they are local hosts too, but they are not host online. The essence of using a local host is to point to a URL. Nabi? So these ones are already hosted. They are on the server already. So that's why we are connecting to it. But this our own is not on any server.
Yeah.
So that's why. So all you just need to do to reference it is to just put the name like this. You are putting a path direction that links to it. That's all you need. So by the time we check our page now, let's come back to our page. See, this is our page. This is our page now. What's your observation now? Is it a block level element? Is it a block element or inline element? The anchor tag, is it a block? No, looking at from the page now. Is it a block element or inline element?
From this one.
Inline. Yes, inline because it's taking the width of the what? Of the elements.
Yeah.
So that's that. So any of them now, if I click here, it takes me to YouTube. If I click here, mo ń bọ̀ wá wo spec ẹ̀. Ṣé pé ó ti take me lọ sí different pages now?
Yeah.
Yes now. So it's straightforward. Ṣé now? It's straightforward. So content ẹ bá ti ń wá, ẹ máa fi by next week at least ó yẹ kí n lè fún yín assignment ẹ pé ẹ máa fún mi láwọn content dáadáa ẹ máa bí fara yín. Ṣé now? So the upper one ẹ wá fi styling sí, and gradually by the time upper next week we should be building some serious projects already from there. So ṣé kí n ṣì go over it again or is it clear now?
The only one thing, what I'm not clear about is this.
Yes, sir.
Now, on the index.html,
Yes, sir.
Your
On the index, nǹkan tí máa ń ṣe ni pé ṣe rí index yìí, èmi tiẹ̀ mọ̀ọ́mọ̀ gbélé sí náà ni. Okay, so it's just like having two connector pipe now. Ṣé now? So this is main. Ṣé now? So main máa ní okay o.
This is on the main tab, main now, main.html.
Yes, it's another document, it's another web page. So on his page, mo wá reference back sí HTML, index.html. Again, nǹkan tí mo ṣe yẹn ń sìn. So ṣé wọn pé YouTube èmi ò l'access YouTube, dẹ́kun mo l'access YouTube, èmi náà mo lè reference back to that local host, but mi ò lè ṣe. Ṣé get in síbẹ̀? So this one now, main yìí mo ní when you come here, this link ẹ máa dá mi padà lọ sí index. It's not necessary pé kó jẹ́ index, sorry. I can as well put YouTube here too.
Okay.
Let me just come here, copy. It's just a way of bí pé tí a bá ní back, next, back. So get into that. So YouTube. So let's say main page now. Go to main page. Check on the main page I have two tags now. YouTube. Only YouTube. So ìgbà tí mo ti ní main page, máa ní okay o, kó gbé mi padà lọ sí index page. Ó máa gbé mi lọ. Yes, ó ní back. Tẹ́ bá dẹ̀ rí ẹ rí pé mo lo /index.html the same way mo ṣe lo /main.html.
Yeah.
Show click there, sir.
Yeah.
All right. So that's link. So we are going to be using it a lot. So there are some things still I can explain, but I believe that Tabati Besin I will be using it, so I will use the opportunity. I will use the opportunity to explain to you, so that you don't. It's better when we have use cases for them. So I want to move to another one now. Okay, we've done images. What's the meaning, sir? So then image no. Ẹ reference the external image. So the image tí mo lò yẹn, it was the image on my mo kọ sí folder mi.
Yes.
So you can use an external image, which I'm going to show you now. Just okay. So last but not the least, so after today, video mo tẹ̀ máa fún yín kẹ́ wò. I'm not really going to. So image, yeah, pixels. We have a lot of them, like where you can get free images. At times about build, I need the image. Share get now to work. So there is a site you can go for to get images. I need on Splash.
Splash.
On Splash. Yes. So you can get any image that you want. So Tima for project in Sinbai. About DCSS, I think we'll be doing projects a lot, so that all these things are not difficult. So we will copy URL. So copy image. I'm not to use this. And then you download it, no? But most times you can just copy the links, copy link address.
But if you copy link, what if the picture they move it away?
They cannot move it away. At least for now, they can't move it away. Check it. I will explain reasons why.
Okay.
The reason why is because of no, let me see, they can't move it away. What? That's a very good question. Okay, I think it's best to, maybe for prototype, we can do that. To be on the safer side, it's better to download it. You get now. Let it be in your Eh?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yes. So what I do is this. We have cloud storage systems that I use for projects. I have a cloud storage. So what I do in that cloud storage is, on that cloud storage is where I save my pictures. So I now reference them, because when you have too much images on your web pages, it will be dragging. It will require a lot of it requires that your network is strong to load those pictures, because pictures can be very heavy.
Okay.
Because when you don't have internet, I don't know, at times your network is not that good, and you enter a site and discover that the images are not showing, but the text are showing.
Yeah.
Okay, fine, because it doesn't require so much to show those tests, but images can be very heavy. So when you have too much of them on your page, like this is a project I worked on now. This is a project I worked on. Let me show you. This is a site
That's it.
yes, that's Git. I'm actually Git now, but okay, this is a site I worked for someone now. I get now. So this site now, ṣe pé ó ní a lot of images. Ṣe pé stand tí mo open ẹ̀ ló open.
Yes.
Okay, ṣe pé ó ti load tán. Image pọ̀ gan.
Yeah.
Under àwọn ilé gan, another category images ni. Images pọ̀. So, but images yìí ò sí nínú project mi. So I had a cloud storage tí mo lò, tí mo store ẹ̀ sí. So mo máa reference ẹ̀. So let me show you in my project now. Ó wà lórí Git mi. Those projects are in my Git. So I want to show you the code. So Cloud9 ni mo lò. Ṣé ẹ máa rí pé link ni mo lò. So fẹ́ copy ẹ̀ jáde fún yín sìn. It's not inside that project. Tó bá wà inside that project, you will not be able to use it. Ṣé get now? Okay.
But now,
I'm coming. Now let me explain. I'm sorry. I will allow you to talk. Now, when I say cloud storage, it's like pé mo lo service tó máa help àwọn èèyàn láti host images online. Ṣé get báyìí? So that service, image tẹ́ bá ń wá, ẹ máa host ẹ̀. So ọ máa fún yín ní link fún each of them. So link yẹn la máa fi sórí website yín. Again, tí mo sọ ń sìn.
yes.
Ṣé mọ̀ pé tí ẹ bá ṣe rí pé ó ti fún mi ní pé link yẹn ó ti fún mi ní méjì yẹn sìn. Ṣé mọ̀ pé tó bá pé inside the project ló wà, project yẹn máa ní directory, ó máa ní path. Irú eléyìí sìn báyìí, mi ò lè reference ẹ̀ outside of this project.
Yes.
Ṣé get now? So that is what I'm trying to explain here. So that link, ẹ jẹ́ ká kó wá sí, ẹ jẹ́ n gbé wá síbí nsìn. Let me just reference link. Okay, image. What about an image? Okay, image. Ṣé pé mo ti copy ẹ̀ báyìí? Mo ti copy link yẹn. Ṣé get now? Mo ti copy ẹ̀ sí níbí nsìn. Cloud9 ni mo lò. So tá bá lọ wò lórí website báyìí. Ṣé rí bẹ́ẹ̀ bó ti show? You understand now? So what I'm just trying to explain here is that you can use you can have a folder where you put your images inside, and you reference the image inside your own folder, or you can also use images online. a link online. So probably Taban build like image gallery.
Okay.
You will see how I'm going to use those links to build that. Forget that. So, but do you understand what I've done thus far?
Man, I understand. The
Okay.
question I was asking later
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go.
is that this Cloudinary,
Mm,
right?
yes.
Who pays for the storage?
All those services, money, free services.
Okay.
Shall get now. So there's a capacity to the extent. Only for on storage. Only it's okay. This amount of image that you must. It's just like when you have a phone. Oh, many different sizes. Maybe 16 gig, 64 gig. So only for on Ibia. I don't know. I didn't know the particular limit I have. But there are times that because my phone can be like they just give you a size that once you exceed that size, that is all. I get got something like once you exceed that size they give you. Let's say they give you like 1 gig. So that means gbogbo méjì tẹ́ bá ti install once tó bá ti ju 1 gig lọ, definitely it will not be operational, or you can now upgrade to a paid services.
So the image for customers, where do you now store them?
Images for customers.
Yeah, your clients.
Okay, yes. So the image for this particular project now,
Yeah.
since I'm the one managing the project, is on my own server.
Okay.
Shall get now. So if it's a client now, if it's a client that will be the one to manage the project for him, then I can use that. But if it's a client that he doesn't, it's not, he wants me to just bid for him, like Kinsha Bashi, so that means I cannot use that service. Because if I use that service, what if he wants to change that image? There will be a problem.
Yeah.
So definitely, I have to store all his images in his project.
Yeah.
You understand? But for me now that in a company I work now, we have our own, we have services like this that we use. So that's how it's going to be. So if okay, somebody you want me to do this project for you, you want me to do this for you, okay. Am I the one that will manage it? I have clients. See, check me. I'm the one managing the website, maintaining and all of that. So and I charge them for it. So I can use Cloudinary for them because gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń sọ náà is about user experience.
Yeah.
So that when people come on the site, they get what they need. Information, irú architects website ẹ̀ ń sìn báyìí. Even on phone, people don't have that patience. They just want to see and everything. So all those things are little things that will help user experience. So get now. So that's how it works. So get sir. So if it's a prayer, let me maintain it. I will tell the client, okay, I will just do it. I will charge you everything. But if it's something that somebody contacted me and asked me to do, then I will include it in his directory.
Okay.
So when I include it, I can now advise him or okay, this is what you need to do, any of that. Well, of course, most clients too will want you to be the one to undo it.
Okay.
Except if you are building for your colleague. Maybe one of my, like this particular one now, is a developer friend, only Kimba Oshi. So that kind of person now, he might be the one that he's not a front-end developer, he's a back-end developer. So he, okay, can you help me? Okay, and I did. So he can decide to do it himself. No problem. Mi ò ní kò sí ọwọ́ mi bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́. So that's how it is. Yeah. I hope I've answered your question, sir.
Perfectly.
Yeah. So, okay. So the next thing we'll do now is we move to forms. I don't know if you have seen input forms, like inputs like this.
No.
Okay, so we have forms, input. To tabalo check by. Ṣé rí input nísàlẹ̀? Ṣé rí tó?
Wow.
Yeah. Àbí?
Okay.
Yeah. So let me take it up. An input. Ṣẹ̀gbẹ́ input yìí báyìí kò ní meaning.
Yes.
So we have to put a label. So you have to write a label. Label. So you can ignore this for now. So label lè kọ name sí. Name.
So where's the input tag again?
Mo òun lè lè báyìí.
Yeah. Okay.
So this input. Òun náà wà self-closing. Can you see the difference now? Self-closing náà ni kò ní closing, kò ní close tag. It's self-closing. Just ṣe ti bẹ́ẹ̀ name. Olúwafẹ́mi ṣe ti bẹ́ẹ̀. Okay. So everything belongs to the form. We have a form tag that helps with the submission of anything you do online. So most times what you see is they will wrap everything inside the form. You will get there. So ṣe rí pé type kan wà bí type is what? Text.
Text.
Okay. So we can have another one called label. Forget about this for now. Label, we can say password.
Okay.
Input. Input. Instead of saying text, we can say password. So if all on the same line, so jẹ́ ká lo line PR láti break ìwọ̀n sí the second. So I still need some space. Let me put another B here. Ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Name, password. The name is Femi. Password.
Okay.
Ṣe ní nǹkan tó fún password.
Okay.
So but kí ló yàtọ̀ sínú input yẹn? Input has different types. So
Come again. Input has what?
different types. Different types.
Okay.
There are different types. This one now, I will call checkbox. Checkbox. Ṣé nǹkan tó gbé jáde fún mi? Ṣé ní screen mi bẹ́ẹ̀?
Mario.
Checkbox.
Let me see the checkbox. Okay, checkbox.
I'm coming. Mo fẹ́ gbé wá sàlẹ̀. Let me bring it down. Síbẹ̀ ilé ẹ̀kọ́ wà. Input ilé ẹ̀kọ́ wà.
Okay, see. Checkbox.
Okay.
Label is checkbox.
Uh,
The checkbox. Okay.
So checkbox and let me have a video button. Video button. Yeah, Shetibe. This one, the input type is what? Text.
Yeah.
The input type of this one is what? Password. This one is what? Checkbox.
What?
This one is what? Radio. It's just radio. I call it is radio, not radio button.
Okay. Just radio. Okay.
Yes. So what if you want to have like a submission stuff button? You can have submit here. There's button tag himself. Button tag you are. So Shetibe submit.
Wow.
So get now. So you're just using input. There are so many of them. So So many of them. So that's button. But we have a button tag itself, like a Mari button belay. Button. Tell it low.
Wow, okay.
You can have send message. Ṣé ti rí button tag bẹ́ẹ̀? Ìwé button tag wà. Ṣé pé button tag a lè lò nínú kíní gan, nínú anchor tag yìí. Tàbí?
Wow.
Kí ni button tag ẹ máa rí pé inline ni tàbí?
Yeah.
Ṣé ibẹ̀ go to main page. Ṣé tí nǹkan tó fà bẹ́ẹ̀?
Wow.
So ṣé ibẹ̀ take main page.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have a button tag. So normally when you have input like this, you wrap all of them in a. We have a form tag. We always have a form tag like this. A form tag tó máa lashon ibi tó máa lọ àti oríṣiríṣi bẹ́ẹ̀, but when you get there we come start with. So it will be in a form tag. It's not mandatory, but most times it should be. So this is how the whole thing is now. So at times when you fill it and you click submission, the data has to be collected from the users and be stored on the backend or collected, whichever way. There are different ways of extracting those data. So get now. So that is that. Please give me like 1 minute to use the restroom, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello. Hello. Okay. So I don't know if that one is clear. Sure, very clear, right?
Yeah, it is clear, but we need practicing.
Yes. That's what I said. The thing is, with practice and everything, you understand. It's not.
But now,
So,
I'm seeing late now.
there's a form session.
Okay.
So what? There's a.
Why did we tell?
I know. Where I asked you to stop was here. Etika Debi.
Yeah, CSS.
Etika Debi.
Yeah, CSS. Yeah.
Okay. So, and you've okay. I'll open the document now. So, I think this is where we are going to stop today for now.
Yeah.
So we are going to stop here. So let me again open document here. This is yeah. Okay. Again, stop recording. So from next class now, we'll move to CSS.